Hello, beautiful souls. It's Mary Rose here. This video is a 3-card oracle reading forecast for our week, July 12th to July 19th. And even if you're watching this after, it doesn't matter because you were intended to see this. And that's the way spirit guides work. You can watch this years, even months later. That's the way it works, okay? And if you find this video helpful, please show me some support and buy me a coffee. The tip jar is below. And if you're interested in getting a longer reading with me, visit my website, maryroseintuitive.com. Okay, so the cards that I'm working with are the Light Seers Tarot by Chris-Anne. I love this deck. I pretty much have been using this deck for 2 years and I can't stop working with it. I have lots of tarot decks, but this is like one of my all-time favorites. And I just love the energy and the colors and everything. It just speaks to me. And so to save on time, I've already put the cards out. I've asked the question for what we all need to know, okay? And the first card that we got is the Devil card. And as you can see, the Devil card he's not such a bad looking devil, okay? When I say that, I mean like the traditional, you know, the pitchfork and the horns and all that. He's not looking like that at all. He's looking more like a person, but you can see the message here. He's a bad boy. And it's a feeling of restriction, temptation, whatever that may be. As you can see, it's just an energy of feeling very tied down to something. So you maybe have been feeling that, like maybe that's going on in your life right now, feeling a bit restricted. That's the words that I'm getting. That's the words that I'm hearing. We're feeling restricted in some way, or something is making us feel restricted, or we just feel kind of like stagnate. The energy just feels like it's stuck there. And it's actually a time, this is a really good time because it's a trigger point. It's actually a time to bring out the things are coming up so you can work on it. So if that's coming up for you, you know that this is a chance for you to release and let go, okay? I always say we get the triggers, the things come up, especially now while I'm filming this everything's starting to open up, but we're still in the, the pandemic here. And it just, like I said before in previous videos, it's like all that energy has been contained for so long and now everything is opening up. And guess what? Those energies and those feelings that we put down deep inside of us are all opened up. So you might notice your significant other might be acting a little bit strange. You might be feeling a little strange. You know, you might be noticing that some things around you are happening strange. Things are starting to change. Things are transitioning, okay? And that is a big thing here. It just feels like that everything just feels heavy, but that is to say that it's actually, like I said, it's a reason to release it and to when triggers come up. The second card is the Four of Swords. Now this says that you need rest. This is a rest card, and rest doesn't mean necessarily that you want to sleep. If you want to take a nap, she's taking a nap. As you can see, she's very very tired, and she's actually in a nest, and you see a little heart next to her. She is mending, and she is on the mend. She is healing, and that is what you are doing, or you need to, or maybe you might be noticing, like maybe in your relationship, I always talk about a relationship because there might be people watching here that need to know this about their relationship. You know, your relationship just seems to be on pause. You might be feeling like everything's on a hold, just like with the Devil card. They kind of go hand in hand, but this actually represents too that you just need to rest. You need to surrender it. You need to let go of it. You need to just realize that, you know, it's time for you to rest, okay? And just take a breather. And as you can see, she's in a nest and she looks so comfortable. And I'm just looking at some different things. There's some different things that are around her, and I mean, like you can keep looking at this, and that you can see different images. Okay, it's almost like a house, and her house is like she's almost like going inward and finding that inner light inside of her house. You know, and it's kind of like dream state. You need to dream a little bit. You need to go inward a little bit, and you need to reflect, write things down. It's very important. It's very crucial that you do this. Also, don't be hard on yourself because of the Devil. Sometimes we lose our temper, and she's telling us not to. You can't say not to do something when you're feeling something. You can actually I'm suggesting to just take some time off for yourself, some self-care, self-love. There's nothing like it, okay? And if you're feeling selfish about it, well then you know what? You're doing a good job, because you need to feel selfish. You need to be a little selfish. I'm not saying narcissistic. I'm talking about selfish, like thinking of yourself a little bit, because you've been thinking of this situation, or you've been putting your mind too much on something rather than putting it onto yourself, and you need to take that time for yourself. And yeah, whatever that may be and whatever comes to you, you know, that is what the message is. Okay. Eight of Cups is walking away, abandonment, leaving the past behind, moving on, let go, forgiveness, leaving something that you've built. As you can see, there's a little cauldron here with fire, and that is the spark, and she's walking away from it, but she's going on to a new spark. She's going on to the sun. She's she's going onto the horizon. So it's telling you that you need to abandon ship. You need to, there's something that you've been doing that's not working for you. And you know that, whatever that may be, you know that you're doing the right thing by walking away, but yet at the same time you're feeling, well, I don't know if it is the right thing to do, because I've been doing this for such a long time. How can I walk away? Well, it doesn't mean that you have to walk away now, but maybe that you're getting nudged. You're getting the spirits are telling you, the spirit guides, angels, the forces are giving you that advice. They're giving you the messages to nudge. I'm giving you the message to start making plans and moving on to another direction. Because if you change and you move into a different direction, guess what happens? Magical things happen. Things start to unfold for you for your highest good. Things that you start to attract the things that you need into your life. I know sometimes it may be difficult. Change is difficult for a lot of us. And it is. But you know what? You need to let go of that. And I know it hurts. Sometimes we have these pains. And a lot of things have to entail inside of us. Like we might be feeling a lot of things inside of us that I'm getting the feelings that you might be feeling, a lot of frustrations that are going on, and you're feeling just agitated, and maybe I'm agitating you by telling you this. It's true, but it's like the energy, whatever it is, I'm coming from the heart, but you need to let go. Sometimes we don't want to let go of someone because they're toxic, but we're holding on to them because we know that they're going to come back, or they're going to be like, they're going to change, or something magical is going to happen. Well, you need to give up that in order for new to come into your life. I'm not saying that he's not or she's not going to come back, or they're not going to change. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is that you need to let go of the old story. And if you let go of the old story, what happens is that you attract new things into your life. Very important to clear the clutter. You always hear me say that. Clear the clutter. When we clear the clutter, we make room for new. And it's not that easy though to start, but you got to start somewhere, because if you don't start somewhere, you get nowhere. You just take it piece by piece, just little piece by piece, just like this nest was built. The little birds built this nest. Think about a bird's nest, how it's built. It's built piece by piece by piece by piece by piece, and before you know it, it's a nest and it's a home for mama bird and her babies. And so that is what you need to do right now. You need to start picking up the pieces. You need to start strategizing, planning. And when you do that, I promise you're going to create something very beautiful in your life. If you got to do it, or whatever the goal is, whatever the plan is, you will know what that is, okay? And that's the way it works. It doesn't happen overnight. And I know changes do happen. Things happen in our lives that we say, why did this have to happen? Because sometimes the devil card, with these cards, when I see them in a spread, it means like something has happened in your life that was just very traumatic, and something that just really was an explosion in your life and just caused you a lot of feeling of pain in some way. And yeah, like we ask, why did that happen to me? Well, it happened for a reason, and I promise you, brighter tomorrow. Things are happening. Things are starting to look bright. Things are starting to open up for us right now. So this week we might be feeling a little bit of that, but the changes are taking place. Things are starting to look brighter. Okay, do what you need to do for yourself to feel good. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I urge you, do something for you that makes you feel good inside here in your heart. Okay, don't do anything that doesn't make you feel good. Okay, and I'm talking about pampering. I know some things we have to do because we're obligated. Like, oh, I got to cook, or I got to clean, I got to do this. I mean, I love doing I love domestical chores, most of the time. But you have to change your perspective, okay? And you got to look at it in a different way, because it's just the way it is. And I love to recite affirmations. I can go on and on with this, and maybe that'll be another video of how to raise the vibration. Oh, I got an aha moment. I'm going to write that down in my planner here. Okay, that's what I got from it. So there you go. Inner things come up. So I'm gonna write that down before I forget, because I can really forget. Like that movie 50 First Dates. Have you ever seen that show with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore, where every day you forget, but I'll watch the video over. It'll remind me, of course, obviously. But you just need to put the energy, and I'm changing things and switching things up, as you know, and I'm going to be doing some more lives. I'm going to be coming on here more often. And yeah, I've like a lot of stuff has been going on in my life and lots of changes for the better. And I feel those icky feelings all too. And I wonder what they are, but I don't like to like make too many videos when I'm feeling like that, because what happens is that the energy travels from far away, right? And I'm feeling really high energy, and I want to give you guys that. Like I always say, it's contagious. Positive energy is contagious, okay? And that's why sometimes I don't do lives, because of what's going on. And you know, it's just right now they're filming a TV show outside. You know me, I just, it gives me so much hope. It gives me so much hope. It's called Kids in the Hall, I think. I've never watched a TV show, but they're filming it. They film a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows. And that gives me a lot of hope, because that just says, oh wow, we're going to be opening up fully. I look forward to that, because I have a lot of in-person clients, and I have lots of, I love to interact with my, with family and friends, and you know, it's really great. Things are happening for the better. Things are starting to change, but you got to change your perspective, okay? And you got to dig down deep. You got to feel your feels. And I know those feels don't feel good. They don't, but you got to know that they're just thoughts that are going on in your mind that are from thinking about the past or what could be in the future. And I, you know, I can go on and on about that, but that's, a lot of it has to do with made up stories inside of you. And you got to know and trust, love yourself, and tune into your heart center. And I guarantee you'll change it all around. Look for a place of gratitude, and forgiveness is key. You know, it doesn't give that person the energy of, oh, they won. It's not like that at all. Forgiveness is giving it something to yourself, because when you do that, you rise above. And like I said, look for a place of gratitude. Be happy, do the best you can, and just know that everything that's happening is happening as it should be, not because, you know, be a victim with it. And don't be hard on yourself if you are you feel a victim sometimes. Like I said, there's no wrong and right. You have to just know that we're all in this together, okay? We're all here together. We are all one tree, one branch, okay? All is one. And I hope that that was helpful for you. And I want to thank you guys so much for showing up. And I want to thank you guys. A lot of you have been sending me tips and coffees, and oh, I can't tell you how grateful I am to it, especially during these times of, you know, the pandemic and everything. And it gives me a spark, and it's just nice to know that you guys are here, and that you're showing up here in watching me, and I have an audience here. And there's going to be a lot of changes that are going to be coming up soon for more to come. I'll explain more about what I'm doing, okay? And if you're interested in getting a longer reading, please visit my website, maryroseintuitive.com. And until the next video, I wish you guys all the peace, blessings, love, and light.